Welcome back to the RapperGeek podcast. I'm Mr.RapperGeek, formerly known as Young Prof, or Stan if you know me in a personal or business setting. Hands are ashy. So today I just want to really rant and vent and just kind of get some shit off my chest because people get on my fucking nerves. It's a hell of a way to start this off. So I just want to say, be careful who you are talking to, please. I know a lot of us, so all right, let's just kind of give some context here. And not necessarily wanting to go into any specifics, right? So here's a work thing. So there's this guy who, you got the whole coronavirus shit going around, and everybody's talking about it, and everybody's worried about it, right? We've had meetings at work about it, and they want us to report it if we show symptoms or if we've been exposed to it, or any of that kind of shit. So there's this guy who okay, let's start off with my experience with this situation, right? So somebody approached me today and was like, hey, be careful, make sure you wash your hands because, one of the guys, this particular guy, has been using some of the equipment you've been using. And his wife, went to a conference and got exposed to, or got a letter in the mail saying that, she could have been exposed to this virus or whatever. And so basically branding this person like they got the cooties now, right? And even for me, I'm human. For a hot second, I actually kind of took the shit to heart, right? But then as I sat on it for a while, I realized I didn't hear this shit from the source, for one. Two, he's still here. And I trust this dude to, speak up if he does get exposed to this shit, right? So anyway, I decided to tell him, because I know for a fact that this had to have been a rumor being spread around about this person. I would never want anybody to be blindsided, and spoiler alert, he did get blindsided. So I decided to tell him, look, be careful who you're talking to around here, because people talking, basically trying to brand you like you got the cooties, talking about, your wife was exposed to, or got a letter in the mail saying that she could have been exposed to this shit. And he was just kind of flabbergasted, right? Because he thought he didn't tell anybody that, scenario or situation or whatever. But he did kind of warn our supervisor and let him know, hey, just in case, I want to give you a heads up. And then I asked him, did you tell a particular person that we work with? And he said, yeah. This particular person is not to be trusted. I don't trust this motherfucker at all. I don't trust anybody, right? I trust the guy that the situation is involved in. I trust him. I definitely don't trust the motherfucker that he talked to, right? And I know for a fact this shit just had to happen in just casual conversation. I know it did. He wouldn't You know what I'm saying? Like, I know he didn't just come out and just say like, hey, you know, I could have got exposed to it. You know, like I know for a fact this shit just came up in casual conversation because that's all people been fucking talking about, right? So, and like I said, I don't trust this motherfucker. So I already know that he probably acted like the shit was all cool and, you know, nice casual conversation, and then ran off and started running his fucking mouth. Clearly, right? So apparently, because the guy who told me was never and I don't, of course I don't want to use names, obviously, right? But you know, the person that told me, the guy, we'll call him, let's say, Jim. Sounds like a vague enough name. Jim is the guy who, quote unquote, could have been exposed. The guy that everybody's trying to brand like he's got cooties, right? So Jim never told the person who told me about it. But he did tell the wrong person. And this wrong person is the type of person that's going to run around and tell everybody. The fakest motherfucker you will ever find at any job. Like, seriously. Like, straight hissing motherfucker. The biggest snake in anywhere you can find, right? So, so anyway, obviously, this has gotten around. So, like I said, I decided to warn him. And Jim kind of went into a whole spiel about the whole thing. I didn't want to have a conversation about this shit. I just wanted to warn him and let him know, because I don't fuck with that shit, right? And so, as I mentioned before, he got blindsided, right? Because he gets a call from some people who aren't even in our plant. They are in another location, and they are the ones who are kind of spearheading this whole initiative to stay safe, you know, during this time, right? And he gets a call from these two, so he has to go in the office, and they're asking him about this situation, literally almost word for word, like what I was told. Right, that his wife went to a conference, then got a letter in the mail saying that she could, you know, that somebody at the conference was showing symptoms, right? Almost word for word. He like, this is what these people are telling him. Again, these individuals are in a completely different facility. How the fuck would they know? So, I said all that to say, be careful who you are talking to, please. You know, that's one thing. Of course, you know, obviously, I mean, the shit that people are saying to prevent the spread of this shit is just, you know, basic shit. Wash your fucking hands. Try not to touch your face too much. And, you know, stop shaking these motherfuckers' hands, because I can tell you straight up, firsthand, no pun intended, that motherfuckers don't wash their hands. They don't. They do not wash their hands. Niggas is nasty as fuck out here. Alright? And I'm not even bullshitting with you. People are nasty as fuck. I see it all the time. But anyway, this is all stuff that we should be doing on a daily basis anyway. Clean up after yourself, wash your hands, try not to touch your face. Don't touch these other motherfuckers' hands, because again, these niggas is nasty. But that's one thing that a lot of people aren't talking about. Be careful who you are talking to out here, please. Because one, especially in a time like now, people are spreading a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear mongering going around. A lot of people, you know, spreading their worries around, you know. And don't get me wrong, right? If you have family members with like weak immune systems, and you know, or elderly and could be possibly exposed to this stuff. I get it. I'm not trying to downplay that at all. You know what I'm saying? Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, take care of your people, right? But at the same time, it's like all this mass hysteria and pandemonium and shit. People buying up all the fucking toilet paper for no goddamn reason. Like, all of that shit is fucking stupid. And you got stupid ass fucking people out here, like the motherfuckers that that I'm talking about, spreading rumors about people, basically branding them like they got fucking cooties when they don't even have the real fucking information. So be careful who you talking to out here. Be careful who you listen to out here, because motherfuckers is stupid. And like I said, I'm ranting like a motherfucker, but this is my podcast. This is my show. Be careful who you are talking to. I hate human beings. And I'm barely joking around right now. People get on my fucking nerves. They really do. And this whole quarantine thing, I'm out driving right now. Just got off of work, going to pick up my wife. So it's like, it just ain't no fucking quarantine. Like, I'm doing everything that I usually do every day on a daily basis anyway. Avoid people like a motherfucker. Go to work, come home, and that's it. That's what I do every day anyway. So, yeah. Watch who you're talking to. Seriously. Because, like I said before, I knew exactly who Jim had told about this situation. I knew exactly who spread this rumor before I even told Jim about what I had heard. I already knew. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how people are. That's why I don't talk to people. Like, the person that spread this rumor, that I know spread this rumor, like, I don't fuck with this person. I don't fuck with anybody. A very select few. You know what I'm saying? I'm respectful, nice, but I don't fuck with people. I don't. I really don't like human beings. So, again, be careful who you talking to out here. Be careful who you talking to. All right, I don't have anything else to say. I'll talk to you next time.